What are the broader geopolitical consequences of the U.S. gaining control over Ukraine's industrial output and mineral resources?
I don't see any logic behind Donald Trump's demands regarding Ukrainian natural resources or Ukrainian nuclear power plants, critical infrastructure, because they simply fail to understand that at a certain moment in this equation of risks, either saying yes or no to American demands, Ukraine will face the choice that it will be unacceptable anymore for Ukraine, even regarding all the consequences, like seizing American military support, that saying yes would be even more damaging for Ukraine. And I think we are probably on the threshold of very critical moment for Ukrainian leadership.
Mm-hmm. Ms. Krasnik, how does Putin's approach to the conflict reflect Russia's broader vision or strategic interests for the whole region?
Indeed, Russia is interested in also instability in the Eurasian region, and Ukraine is a critical part of Russia's safety and stability from security purposes, given some historical issues and given this social-cultural connections which we have with Ukraine, with Ukrainian people. And we definitely see that Kiev regime or Zelensky regime, they probably making not so smart decisions. And I believe for safety and stability, and maybe basically for keeping Ukraine as a state, or maybe the rest of what is left from Ukraine, it would be to keep good relations, or maybe reapproach to Russia with good relations with Russia. That would be the only guarantee. And it's something what Vladimir Putin suggests, not just only suggest, but put forward this narrative and this attitude. So having good relations with Russia, this is the only guarantee that Ukraine would remain a stable country and basically will recover from this situation.
Mm-hmm. Mr. Melnyk, why has there been skepticism regarding the U.S. efforts to facilitate a ceasefire, particularly from the Russian perspective as well?
What we heard already from our Russian guest is another portion of Russian propaganda regarding security guarantees by the aggressor state, which actually aims to destroy Ukraine, Ukrainian, not just independence, but Ukrainian nation and very right of Ukrainians to exist as an independent nations. And the biggest problem that we face now, that the American administration is actually, at least on this stage, is supporting Russian narratives. And instead of imposing pressure on the aggressor side, for some reasons, President Trump is trying to force Ukraine to more and more concessions. And as I said, there are certain limits when Ukraine will have to choose either to lose one of the critical Ukrainian partners or to listen what Donald Trump says and to accept something that is not acceptable. And I'm pretty sure that Ukraine is a sovereign state, despite critical dependence on the foreign assistance, which is absolutely understandable because we are facing or we're fighting against the enemy, overmanned, and with resources, enormous Russian resources invested in this war. That's why Ukraine definitely needs foreign support, but Ukraine does not follow any demands or advices by our international partners.